know of 2 married men whose wives are living and are constantly cheating with some young lady, not seeming to be aware that there is any impropriety in it. They are suffering from chorea to such an extent that they can hardly walk and would be thought by a stranger to be intoxicated. They are men of about 50 years of age, but never let an opportunity to flirt with a girl go past unapproved. The effect is ridiculous in the extreme. The word chorea is derived from Latin and Greek, meaning a dance. It is characterized by uncontrolled dancing. A person with this disease will undoubtedly experience jerky, uncontrolled movements and twitches that will become more severe over time.
Attention teachers and students. Attention teachers and students, please dismiss the varsity volleyball team. Please dismiss the varsity volleyball team. Thank you.
Huntington's disease produces physical, mental, and emotional changes within the human body. According to the genetic home reference, Huntington's disease is a progressive brain disorder passed on through generations that which causes involuntary movements, emotional problems, and loss of thinking and reasoning abilities. Just as any other disease, there are different types, there are symptoms and signs, and there are different treatments for this disease. A person with Huntington's disease could develop one of the 2 forms, adult onset or juvenile. As stated in the genetic home reference, adult onset Huntington's disease is the most common form of this disorder. It usually appears in a person's 30s or 40s. Life expectancy is about 15 to 20 years after symptoms appear. A less common form is known as the juvenile form, and it begins in childhood or adolescence. Also stated in the genetic home reference, seizures occur in 30 to 50% of children with this condition. An individual with this form usually lives 10 to 15 years due to quicker progression. But no matter which form, they will often show the same signs. A person with Huntington's disease will show many of the same symptoms and characteristics throughout their lifespan. According to Rose, author of Huntington's Disease, Symptoms, Treatment, and Hope, there are 3 types of symptoms that a person with Huntington's disease could experience. One could experience physical, mental, and emotional symptoms. As stated by Simon Warby, PhD, the symptoms and characteristics could also arrive at different periods in the progression of the disease. In the beginning, one could experience common disorders such as clumsiness, agitation, irritability, anxiety, delusions, hallucinations, abnormal eye movements, and depression. As one progresses in the disease, characteristics will become more prominent. They can include involuntary movements, inability to control speed and force, slow reaction time, and stubbornness. As one reaches the late stages, he can experience severe weight loss, inability to speak or walk, swallowing problems, and inability to take care of oneself. An individual suffering from this disease should have the opportunity to be supplied his every need. A person with Huntington's disease needs the proper care and treatment to extend his years. Although a cure for this disease has not yet been found, promising federal research is being done on slowing the progression of the disease. As Dr. Huntington himself states, persons with this disease may experience insanity or will attempt suicide. This shows the need for a caretaker. The author of Huntington's Disease, A Family Guide, says that when a person with HD dies, it is typically from complications of the disease, such as choking or infection, and not from the disease itself. This disease that takes away one's control and involuntary actions. This disease that affects every aspect of one's body. This disease that may even drive some to the point of insanity, that one may even want to voluntarily take his life, because that is the one thing he can still control. Fortunately, this disease isn't easily obtained. It is passed on through generations and doesn't have the ability to skip some. A person who displays the trait will undoubtedly develop the disease. But all we have now is hope. Hope that one day there will be a cure for this disease so that no one else has to lose their sanity or control because of this genetic disorder.